Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, I am coming to you guys today with a foundation review. So as you can tell, I am blank faced. I just went on ahead and put on some brows for the sake of time, but I was very excited because I chose to test out the Iredale the skincare makeup foundation. I have been looking for some clean beauty brands, so when I chose to test these products out by influencer, I was super excited, super pumped. So here is what the packaging looks like. If you are unfamiliar with influencer, basically it's a program that sends you products complimentary to review. Obviously the review will be all unbiased. These are my own views and opinions of these products. However, let's dig right in, huh? All right, so once you open up the box, it always comes with a little card giving you more information, and the foundation itself is called the Beyond Matte Liquid Foundation Clean Skin Loving Stay Put Coverage. So they gave me a brush, which looks to be pretty nice and soft, full-size brush. I like it. And two foundations to test, and they gave me the shades M8 and M9. All right, so let's just see what they have to say about the claims. On this side here, just kind of tells you some of the ingredients that it has in it. So a Pore-Tec, peptides, and xylogel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I don't know. So yeah, those are some of the ingredients, and its claims are to be a 3-in-1 solution. So it's supposed to prime, conceal, and add some coverage. And then it's supposed to be photo ready. So it's a semi-matte finish with a lightweight feel. And then it comes in 18 buildable shades that are self-adjusting. I'm a little, I don't know about self-adjusting, but like I said, they gave me two shades here to test out. This is the first time that I'm testing these guys with you guys. So let's pop them open real quick. So this is M8 and this is M9. Let's just go on ahead and do, ooh, it comes with a pump. So first of all, let's talk about the packaging. It's in a really nice glass frosted bottle. Comes with the pump, which is really nice. The only thing that I don't like about the frosted containers is you can't necessarily tell if the color is going to be right for you. All right. So here is M8. I'm gonna do it over here so you guys can kind of see. And then M9. Definitely feeling like M9 will be a better match for me. I feel like M8 is just a little too pinky. I don't know. Maybe once I get a little bit lighter in the winter time, it might work out, but for right now, I still have a little remnants of summer left, so we are going with M9. All right, and I am going to use the brush, so let's just go on ahead. I'm taking a full pump on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dot this around on my face. And I do have a couple of breakouts. I'm not going to be able to put any there, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I think the shade is a good match. I'm just going to drag it down a little bit. I don't want to get it on my shirt. say that this foundation is definitely more of a light coverage. So here goes the one side completely blended out using the brush, and then obviously the dots are in the way, but hopefully you can see a little bit of a difference. Like I said, I feel like it's very lightweight, which I don't mind. I would actually prefer to have like a light to medium coverage. But we will go over this area again to see if I can build up the coverage a little bit. Oh, and something that I didn't consider, they probably gave me 2 shades also because it says that it conceals. So we will also use this as our concealer today. All right, so I'm going to let that dry down a little bit just to see if it helps build up a coverage a little bit more. And then I'm going to take like a half a pump of M8 and put this up underneath my eyes. And I'm going to use a smaller brush just to dot it on. And we're going to let that dry down for just a few minutes as well. Switch over to a brush that I normally use for my concealer just to see if that kind of helps out as well, because I just feel like this brush just buffs out a little bit better. I don't know if I got too much more coverage. I'll try to put like a comparison just so you guys can maybe see. It took down a little bit of the redness, but still a very lightweight coverage. And as far as it being like a matte, I see still like a lot, I won't say a lot of dew. It's called Beyond Matte. I don't see it being very matte. I'm not saying that I don't like it, but when it claims to be matte, I don't know, semi-matte, matte. Since I don't have the Jane Iredale finishing powder, I'm just going to use RCMA to set my face, which is what I would normally do with any other foundation. So I'm going to set up underneath my eyes as well as the rest of my face. All right, so here is what my face is looking like all set. I don't think it looks bad. I feel like it's just an extremely sheer foundation. For those who like a little bit more coverage, I didn't feel like it built up extremely heavy. It does feel very lightweight. It doesn't accentuate any of my texture or anything, so that's a good thing. As far as the finish goes, before I set my face, it claims to be a semi-matte, so not quite super matte, but not quite dewy. I don't know. I feel like I would describe this more as a skin-like foundation, not a semi-matte. But that's just me. But let me go on ahead and finish up the rest of my face and I will give you guys my final thoughts. All right, here is the finished face. If you guys want to see how I put together like a minimal look, kind of like this one, check out my video that I will leave up here. It's my minimal makeup video. And of course my furnace will kick on. We just gonna make it through real quick. Just ignore that. Anywho, so the foundation. I will say that this foundation is definitely perfect for those who like a minimal look, just want to add just a little bit of coverage to their overall look. People that don't really have any problem areas, this will work out great. I will say that I could not use this as a concealer. I don't know if you guys can tell, it just didn't provide enough coverage for me for a concealer. I do like at least a medium to, I won't say a full coverage concealer because I feel like a full coverage concealer for me is just too much, but I do like a good medium coverage concealer, and that I did not get using the foundation. However, I will say overall, I could see myself using this as an everyday foundation. On the days that I just want to pull together a minimal look, I kind of wish that I had these when I did my minimal makeup look, because this would have been the perfect foundation to use for that type of look. I just said look like 5 times, but you know what I'm saying. Anywho, all in all, I would probably give this a 7 out of 10 just because some of its claims just didn't match up as far as it working as a concealer. I wouldn't use it as concealer. Again, for those who have no problem areas, this is probably perfect. For me, I do require a little bit more coverage. I just get like these really dark areas in my corners here, and right now they're very visible. And then also, as far as the finish is concerned, like I said, I do like the finish of it, but I would not categorize it as a semi-matte. I will categorize this more as like a skin-like finish. It did have like a slight dew. I don't want to say a dew. It just had a slight sheen to it. Wasn't quite dewy because it wasn't like super illuminating or anything. But yeah, as far as the shade range, 18 shades for a clean beauty brand is, I feel like it's kind of good, even though they said they are self-adjusting. And I mean, even on the box, you see I feel like that's a decent range, even though I feel like maybe they could have something in between these 2 shades. I don't know if this is the full range or not, but all in all, again, I would probably give this a 7 out of 10 just because it didn't match up some of its claims. Other than that, thought it was pretty good. I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the day. I do have work, so I will do a check-in at the end of the day just to give you my final thoughts. So if you want to see that, just stay tuned. Greetings, this is Ash from the future. I'm currently editing this video and I realized that I never really checked back in. I did do one check-in, but I didn't feel like it was a fair observation of this foundation because, as I showed you guys in the beginning of the video, I was already experiencing a breakout and I was dealing with more irritation from that, but I don't think it was because of the foundation. At first, I thought maybe it was, but then I got my period and I realized I had been eating a lot of dairy. So again, I just didn't feel like I was giving a fair observation of the foundation. So just to wrap up my thoughts and to wrap up this video, I think this foundation is perfect for those who like a more lightweight coverage and a more skin-like finish. I don't feel like it's at all matte. I did get a little bit more dewy throughout the day. So that's kind of like my only issue with the foundation is it's in its name, it's beyond matte. And I don't at all feel like it was a matte foundation. I would categorize this more as like a tinted moisturizer. That's that skincare aspect. So it feels very fresh and moisturizing on the face. It does not have like, you know, a spackle feel. It's like again, skincare makeup, so it does have like that moisturizing feel to it, so you're not going to get like a completely mattified look. So again, I'm so sorry for like kind of the informal end to this video, but I did want to wrap this up and still put it out there to you guys just in case you ran across this brand and you were interested. So thank you guys so much for taking a look. If you guys have tried this foundation before, definitely let me know your feelings down in the comments below, and maybe if you've applied it in other ways, because I also realized in this video I only used the brush, so you know that could be another factor to the coverage. But yeah, let's end this, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace and love.